Good morning, everybody. EJ from Lucid Skis here, out for another Lucid adventure. It's Saturday morning, 10 of 6 a.m. I'm up here in Franconia Notch, up in New Hampshire, to try to do the Franconia Loop Trail. It's a classic New England hike. I've never done it this time of the year, though. So it's May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. I've got a friend coming up with his girlfriend from Massachusetts. I grew up with him in Maine. We're gonna try to do this hike. It rained last night hard. Like I've never seen it rain like that in New England. Like it was coming down in sheets like you get in Hawaii or Southeast Asia. It was crazy. The winds are also quite high today. Last night they were having gusts up on top of Lafayette over 100 miles an hour. And the winds today are expected to be like 30 to 40 miles an hour. So it could be a little nasty. There's still plenty of snow up there. We will be walking on monorail, but we're kitted out for it. We're going to take the old bridle path up to Lafayette. We'll go by the Greenleaf Hut, and we're going to go that way because it's mostly protected the whole way. And then once we get to Lafayette, we'll determine if we're going to finish the rest of the loop, through over to Haystack and then back down the Falling Rivers path. Should be a good hike. It's just about 9 miles. It seems to take people somewhere between 6 to 8 hours. I'm not sure with these conditions. The sky is starting to let up. I'm not sure if how many views we're gonna have today, but should be a good hike. I'm not sure if you can hear that wind behind me, but it is ripping. So I'm gonna get the rest of my stuff ready before my buddy gets here and get ready to hit the trail. Okay, so we are an hour in, a mile and a half towards the Greenleaf Huts, so that's about halfway, so maybe another hour will be there. Trail conditions, I would say muddy and monorail, so I don't know if you can see this behind me. The snow here is very well packed down, but that's pretty much what we're hiking on. So we're leaving the Greenleaf Hut, headed up towards Lafayette. We're gonna reevaluate what's going on up there, but we got a little bit of coffee in us, a little bit of food, refilled the water bottle. These guys bought some micro spikes so we're not sliding all over the place. It's another mile up there, so not too bad. We did run into a couple hikers from Montreal that said the worst part was this first part, which I believe. This is pretty deep. Yeah, the wind is pretty bad up here. It's probably going, what, 50 miles an hour?
Yeah, it's at least 50.
It's completely socked in, can't really see anything.
Wind chill, it's below freezing.
Yeah, wind chill's definitely below freezing. So we have a couple options. The first option is to go back the way we came. It's a mile back to the hut. It'd be about 30 minutes in this. Or we can tag the other two peaks along the ridge, which is completely exposed like this. Another mile and a half, probably take us about an hour to an hour and a half. I think we're going to do the ridge. I think we're just going to go ahead and do the ridge. I'm going to put a windbreaker on. I don't know why I hadn't done that yet. And maybe my winter hat. Just getting hit with ice.
Yeah, we're getting hit with ice right now.
And then we're going to continue on. Yeah. Okay, so we are 5 hours in. It's 11:30, 5.3 miles, and we are at the summit of Mount Lincoln. The clouds have burned off, so we're getting the views finally. Wind is still kicking. When the wind hits, it's pretty cold. So we've got a little bit further to go, and then we're going to catch the Falling Rivers. Well, we're going to hit Mount Haystack first and summit that. Then catch the Falling Rivers Trail, back down to the car. We did run into some hikers who said the water crossings are a little gnarly on that, so could be a little fun. But yeah, everybody's in good spirits. The hike's going well. To the top of Haystack at 12:05 p.m. We have another 2.3 miles back to the car. We're starting to encounter more people. They were probably the ones that waited for all that stuff this morning to burn off that we hiked through before they got started. Yeah, so let's go see what those water crossings are like. So coming down the Falling Waters path, there's a lot more snow on this side. Really happy we went the way we did. Also encountering a lot of people who are coming up and starting the loop now. Also happy we got out in the morning and got the start that we did, because we can go get some beers early. Check this out. One waterfall, two waterfalls. Thank you for joining us on another Lucid adventure here on our YouTube page. If you were interested in this hike, I would say that the one piece of advice I would give people would be to follow the path that we did. For some reason, a lot of the books you will read will tell you to go the opposite way, to take the Falling Rivers Trail up to Haystack and then continue counterclockwise. I actually think the way we did it was the better way. To go up Bridle Path, it was a little bit flatter of a hike in terms of more switchbacks, a little bit shorter of a hike up to the Greenleaf Hut, which affords you both an opportunity to rest, get any provisions you may have forgotten, or even get one of the great brownies that they make there. And then it's just a short 1 mile hike up to Lafayette. If, like we did, you hike not during the summer, if the conditions were too bad to continue, you would then have a very short hike back down to your car, versus if you went up the other way, you would have almost a 3 mile hike back. I would also say that going that way, once you get to the top of Lafayette, you know, there is some up and downs, but you're essentially walking downhill the rest of the way, which is beneficial.
if you like this video, if you want to support Lucid Skis, you can do that by clicking the subscribe button below or visiting us at lucidskis.com, where you can buy hats, shirts, or even a set of skis or a snowboard to continue to support what we do. Thanks, and we'll see you next